mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I never press. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they of course were Super Bowl champions 2 years ago. They won over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa last year, but now they are back making their third consecutive trip to the big game.
They have truly cemented themselves as perennial front runners, and now when we think of Kansas City, we expect them to be in this game. They're trying to emulate the New England Patriots, who went to Super Bowls 51, 52, and 53 in recent years, and they came up with a win, loss, and then a win again in those 3 consecutive seasons.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2000.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And I think this young man's starting to think that at the end of every year, you go to the Super Bowl. 3rd consecutive trip. Now, only Jim Kelly with 4 has more. Bob Greasy went to 3 straight. Tom Brady went to 3 straight. And Tom Brady obviously has won plenty of these games. Now, Jim Kelly, he didn't win any of his, but Mahomes, he's looking for his 2nd title after the disappointment last year in Tampa against Tom Brady's Buccaneers, trying to get the Chiefs back in the winning circle.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And Hill with it over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. On the return comes Cobb. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And for Aaron Rodgers, this is a night that he's been waiting for a long, long time, because he does have 1 title under his belt, but that came early in his career. Since then, he's been on so many Packer teams that have come close, but never quite gotten over the hump. Now here he is, late in his career, looking to become a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge look for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your...
Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they'll look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 8 coming up. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Drops it to Jones into flat. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is incomplete.
That was well played. Who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the delay, Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Second and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for KC. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now the Packers get set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with a run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers to Jefferson on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rodgers to throw once more. Got him in open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Byron Pringle now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Cobb to return. And he's out right at the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jaron Reed, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Jones running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Dillon. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he returns this to the 22. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Mahomes going to throw. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Mahomes to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Off the option, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.